Alright guys, pardon the way I look and everything else. Right now it's early in the morning, trying to get my morning off. I want to build a little mini haunt, kind of like a little cool little Halloween thing. I want to be that house that kids remember when they get older. You know, we all had that one house, so I want to do something a little bit extra special other than just put stuff out on the yard and blow a whole pocketbook on buying 18-foot tall stuff, skeletons and everything else is the trend now. So I want to build something a little bit different. So I've been watching a lot of haunts on how they do it. I've done something similar like this probably about almost 20 years ago, and it worked out really good. We got a lot of people in here. We're going to do a little bit of advertisement in our area, but I want to show you my progress on where it all started, because it started with some pallets. So I've been bringing pallets home. My job's been donating me some pallets, so I use that and some spray foam, and we're going to go there and I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing right now. So right now you can see in the progress I use some spray foam. So let me get down and show you this real quick. Alright, so I got stuff everywhere. That's the spray foam that I actually used. It's probably about $4 something a can at Home Depot. So what I did was I started spraying it all over these pallets. But what I did was, if you notice, you see all that right there, I cut off the ends so that way they're going to stand. This is going to be a fence, so it's easy to build a fence like this other than just build a fence, and it's going to be quick store away for the next season. Hopefully it lasts. I got some spray paint and stuff. I'm gonna use that palette as spares, because it's just not, it's not like these pallets, you know. That one's like really well made, so I'm probably just gonna use it and break it down for like spare parts for the haunt, because I am gonna buy a lot of walling and wood from Home Depot probably tomorrow. I'm about 2 weeks out from Halloween, so yeah, I just want to document my progress. Now that I started spraying, we got real headstones. This is all going to go around like my my whole cemetery area in the front. So I still got some more pallets to work on, but I was going to start with that one, but I'm just going to use that one just for the inner inseam to kind of hold things together. Extra spare parts on the actual walkway path to get the candy. So yeah, it's other than just buying stuff, putting it out, you know, I'm gonna just do this, store this on the side of my house along with the walls for the next season, and just keep building season after season until it actually turns into a full haunt. So I just wanted to document the progress and let you guys see that. So now I'm getting it ready for paint. It just has to dry, folks, but whatever you do, wear gloves. Yeah, the spray foam just does not come off my hands. I've been getting it off little by little, and it is just, yeah, wear gloves. And if you can, definitely wear safety glasses too. Not that I got any in my eyes, but just in case the spray foam flies, it's very hard to get off, folks. Alright, you guys, so I know my hair's a little messed up. Looks like I haven't slept in days, but I really haven't. But anyway, to get down to it, between my job and everything I got on my daily, yeah, it's a little tough. But let me show you what the progress with my fence, how it's coming along, so that way you guys can check it out. So yeah, here we go. This is one that I just finished. Not all of them need to be perfect, so you don't want them like completely painted and all that. You want to offset everything, because you got to realize this is going to be at night too, and they're also going to kind of glow and everything depending on the lighting and the moonlight, actually, because it's going to be outside. So here's some more finished ones. They're all finished, so yeah, we're going to piece all these together in the front yard. This is going to go around my cemetery. I'm not going all crazy. Like I said, I'm not gonna spend a ton of money on buying like 18-foot skeletons and everything else. I mean, I'll leave that to the people that enjoy that. I believe I want to just put more of a you know, blood and tears and pain level and everything into what I'm doing, for that way I could just store it for the next year and keep adding, and hopefully maybe this will turn into something. So I still got to do my walls, but yeah, I like the way the texture came out and everything. It just came out, looks amazing. Buddy of mine from work said he's going to try and get me some barrels, so that way I can possibly, he's going to let me know if we can get them or not. You got to ask, you know, that's just, don't go taking shit. That's the thing. So, but all this is all donated, so I'm going to run with it. I'm still on the fence with that one. I got to see what I'm going to do with that, because of the way that it's cut. It would be harder to cut that than it was for these. So I might have to keep that for something else. But we'll see. Before I go messing with this, still got some leftover foam. But here's what I'm using. You're wondering what I'm using. So yeah, I'm going to tell you this. The spray paint goes very quick. So I used silver for a base coat. So I use that, and then I went through highlights and cracks and everything with the black, and then I just did like the foam areas and some crack areas a little bit with the green to make it pop. You don't want to just do solid, because yeah, these cans go quick, and I've went through a few of them already. So yeah, you're gonna go through a lot of these cans like right away, but they're only like $2 something, like not even $3 at Walmart. So you can pick them up, their brand, whatever this quick color is. Should I have went a better route and spent like $5 or $6 a can? I could have, but it adds up. So trying to stay as low cost as possible and see how this turns out, folks. I'm going to continue my progress, and now I'm going to start working on a $17 skeleton that I bought and see how he turns out. Alright guys, so here is my skeleton that I got from the Home Depot. Yeah, we're going to try and trick him out. I want to see if I could wrap some tape around his eyes. For that way, let's see here. Yeah, you can see that right there. This guy was only $17.84, I believe, and then tax. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hit him up with, I'm going to foam him up, kind of make him look a little bit more gooier, kind of like as if, you know, he's just kind of like a flesh monster, like with like all like gunk and stuff just growing on him over the years. So yeah, we're gonna stand him out. I'm gonna have to stand him on something to get in between and see what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do him in those colors. I might give him some highlights of green in there, but I got something else in store for him. But I do want to keep the actual light of his eyes to actually still turn on, so I got to cover those with tape and then just run with it, folks. So we'll see that progress, and on these videos what I'm going to do is I'm going to try not to film every little thing, because then I'll run out of memory on this memory card, but I'm going to try and give you what I can, for that way the haunt can do. And if this guy works out pretty good, I think I'm going to try a Tarman and see if I could build one. And I'm gonna, if I do that, I'm gonna have to really take this inner torso apart to kind of angle it, and then, you know, because Tarman moves a certain way and everything else. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it, but I'm gonna hit up the Home Depot tomorrow. I'm probably gonna pick up about 3 more of these if this guy turns out good, and then hopefully they still have some more. And if he turns out pretty good, then I'm going to continue it, and then I'll also stick them actually in the haunt where you go to get your candy at. I'll stick some in the air and in the walls and all that stuff. So we'll see how it works out. Alright guys, here is the progress of my skelly. Yeah, I made this bad boy. So from a $17 skeleton I bought at the Home Depot, $17.84, I created this with some spray foam, some... There you go, right there. The spray foam I already threw away. I had to cover the eyes because the eyes do light up, so I did them with tape. So I once I peel the tape off, I'm sure you'll have the peel area, but I'll just touch that up with some black to get it precise. So I did want to keep his electronics to where I got access to them. So the moment that I undo all this, what I'm going to do is I'll just hit it up with a quick touch up. But you could see there's no dead zones in here. It's just not all front, you know what I mean? I want people to experience it when they see this up close. They're like, all right. So, you know, hopefully, what do you guys think? I mean, yeah, I like it. I think at night it's going to look really good. I think it's going to pop due to the fact that we have like 7 real headstones, you know, props. So I think that it's going to look a little bit better at night, and it's going to go good. It'll be behind this fence that we got, that we also made, and it just keeps going. I made a few of them. I think I might just go ahead and do that back fence too. But yeah, my hands are killing me. I should have wore gloves, because this is what you get, and from the foam and everything else. So, but overall, I like the look of it. What do you guys think? You think I'm headed in the right direction? I haven't even begun to do my 8-foot walls. I'm gonna do probably about 5 or 6 of those. They're gonna be similar to this. I want to pose some of these skellies in like corners and through the roof and all that. So we'll see how everything turns out, guys. Wish me luck. All right, guys, so trying to show you my progress through my yard haunt. So I just want to tell everybody out there with the toys that yes, this is a toy channel. It's still going to be a toy channel. If I am to branch off next year, it'll be a haunt channel all to its own. But I'm just trying to get some of the horror movie audience that I do have on the hook, so that way they know that something like that's coming. But we do go all out during Halloween here on MOE'S Toy Room. We unbox and review a whole lot of new toys that come out around this time, and we've already done that as far as the Terrifier toys. But what I've been doing is I'm going to show you my progress for my yard hunt that I'm doing for the kids when they come trick-or-treating. So I figure I'm going to try and do it on a budget, so I want to film what I can. So we are in the process of doing a Tarman now. So the first skeleton came out very well. I still got to install his eyeballs, and I got to drill holes in them for that way the lights that come naturally on these skeletons will shine through. But I just want to show you guys what we're doing. So he is almost finished. So he looks really good. That's a $17 skeleton at the Home Depot. So you can see all the way down there through the bottom. I think he came out good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run re-rod right through him to get him to stand in the cemetery, due to the fact that we do got real size looking headstones, not the fake looking ones. But I do got a couple of the fake looking ones, but most of them are about, you know, pretty real. So I want to get that realistic look. My pallets are coming out good to make the fence. I only got one left to do, so it's going to be that one. But due to the fact that these are what they look like, the Home Depot ones, yeah, they stand around 5 feet tall, maybe a little bit bigger. But I trying to pose them, as you could tell, I got like zip ties all the way through. I'm gonna foam them all up. So, and then Tarman, he has that whole section that's just all foamed up with guts and everything. And then after I do them up, I'm gonna get some pants or whatever it is, and then throw them on over, and then I'll finish them out with the feet. But I kind of wanted to get a pose that he would, due to the fact that his shoulder is kind of raised in some of the weird poses that Tarman does. But we're gonna try and turn him into that, and I think we're gonna be successful. Here are the eyeballs I used. I'm gonna use ping pong balls. So I do got my foam, so I'm gonna foam them all up. And if you're wondering how that's kind of gonna look, you know, it's gonna kind of look like that. So I think I'm gonna capture it. So at least he'll look somewhat like him, not completely like him, but I'll do my best to show you how he comes out. But at the meantime, when I foam him up, that foam goes, it's like a one-time use thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that palette right there at the same time, folks. So yeah, I'm just showing you my progress. Alright guys, so I went ahead and just finished the fence. Yeah, you can see that. So all the fence is all done. You can see how good he looks just standing next to that. I still got to install the eyeballs on him, but you want to see the progress of my Tarman. This is how he's going to be. So far, he's still drying, still expanding. Kind of got it to where that one shoulder over there is a little bit more raised than the other. Then his whole inside always looks like it's drooling out. I left the legs like that due to the fact, but I did do some of the feet. I need to bend the feet in order to get like pants on him. So I'm probably gonna end up foaming the legs, like putting like you know, like the what do they call those noodles? Putting like foam noodle throughout, kind of bulk them up, and then I'm gonna put pants on them and shred them all up, and then I'm giving them a final paint. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do them in. I got to do his base coat, and then from there I think I'm gonna do them in blacks and purples, and then I got to cap them off with some bright orange around here, and it kind of do the face to make his eyes pop and his teeth pop. Once I get his teeth popped out, but yeah, I think he's coming along very well. So what I did was, in case you have been following along, you can see some of the cardboard still amongst there. I had to zip tie it in for that way it don't shift. So that's the thing. So put cardboard to hold all that, and then throughout kind of look like he's just a walking disaster. But that's my progress. Alright guys, so I had to bring my Tarman in because it started sprinkling and raining. He did survive a lot of the rain last night, but due to the fact that I am touching him up by hand now, before I install his eyeballs. But yeah, I am touching him up by hand, so there are some parts of bone. So I do got a lot of bone left to take care of it, but some of the bone I don't have to worry about because he's going to be covered up. So let's hit that progress. And after I finish this Tarman, we're going to I'll end this video, and then we'll probably go to more of my Halloween area with me putting stuff out and everything else. So I still got a lot of like hauls to overhaul. Yeah, overhaul things. So I'll show you that after. So yeah, I'm gonna have my hands full. So let's see here. Let's turn this guy around. Yeah, you can see this is what I got so far. I still gotta touch up like his hands, his bone that's underneath here. But I have been touching up like the bone that's sticking out throughout his ribs, and I still got to do that. But this whole bottom area is going to be all shredded pants. So he's going to have that. He'll have like a shredded like vest and stuff that goes over him. So you're really not going to see a lot. But if you're wondering, does it look like Tarman? Yeah, there you go, folks. I wish I have both of them in hand, but I'm just going to trim these guys down, stick them in. There are some lights that I do got covered up in there. So I'm going to drill out the backs, and then the lights will make these eyeballs pop, but I got to kind of shorten them down a little bit. But what do you guys think? I think that he's going to look really good when he's done. I started, you can see like my Star Wars collection there. It's crazy. This is like my home away from home. So I'm even going throughout the back of them. I still got to touch up back here with some blacks and stuff, touch him up because I had to do his dome. But I got a lot of hauls to do. This guy right here, I'm going to haul him, rehaul him, and he grows to about 12 feet or something. He jumps out in the air, so I got to rehaul him. I'm going to rehaul that headstone right there. And then I got the backside to that witch. I still gotta put it on her. But yeah, what do you guys think? Yeah, I'm loving it. I would have never thought I wanted to do a Tarman, but I ran another idea by my wife, but she's like, well, no, maybe next year. But yeah, I'll keep that a secret for now. But I think my Tarman's turning out pretty good. What do you guys think? All right, guys, I know like you know, I've been vlogging this, my stuff as to what I've been doing here at my home for my home haunt. This is part 1. So remember, part 1, and then part 2, the whole thing will be done. And that video will probably post probably on Halloween Day. So if not Halloween Day, it'll post the day after, because we are going to be really busy getting ready to make another Home Depot run because of the fact that I have to pick up some more wood for my haunt and just keep going. So it's not like a professional haunt. It's going to be something for the kids, for they could come to your door, enjoy their time getting candy and water and juice boxes and little trinkets for the little ones when they come dressed up really nice. Last year we even gave out fingers and crowns and eyeballs and little games and everything that we gave out. So little water bottles, everything. And then we also have stuff for the parents that are out there hustling, just running their kids all through the neighborhood. I'm sure they're tired, so that way they could have something to drink and fuel up and everything and all that. But anyway, enough chatting, so let's look at the progress of my Tarman. So he's not done. So you will see him done in the actual haunt. So it's not a haunt, in my yard display. Okay, so he'll be done, and I'm going to show you a little bit of how my yard display is coming along. We do got to add a lot. We have a lot of like headstones, not like cheesy ones. We got like nice ones. So we're going to go from there, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we have in stores. So here we go, folks. So let's take a look. Here is the progress of my Tarman. You could see him. Let's see. You could see how he looks. So yeah, that's a good one right here. All right, so you can see now we got his clothing. It is now attached to him. So I just got to do some touch-ups. A lot of that is just leftover debris on the floor amongst his feet. So I got to do some touch-ups to the actual clothes to match the tar that's pouring off of him. So yeah, that could be a last-minute thing if I wanted it to, but I think I'm just going to get it out the way. You're going to have to stay tuned for the next video, for that way you could see how our Tarman's turning out. This was a $17 skeleton from Home Depot, and we turned it into this. So yeah, we're gonna show you that, how he looks from behind. So yeah, everything's, yeah, you can see that, how he looks. So you can see even he got his bones sticking out through the back, through the side, and it goes all the way down. So our Tarman's looking good. You can see I got everything all sprayed up. This was a Home Depot skeleton. So yeah, I left it on there for you guys to see that. His eyes will light up. So there you have it there. So all that. And here's the other one that we built from the $17 skeleton from Home Depot. Okay, so you see that there. And then I'm about to throw some more paint on this guy who was donated to us. So my cousin Julio and his wife Vanessa donated this to us for our yard haunt, because he is very expensive, but I'm going to trick him out a little bit. I'm going to make his actual attire match his face. So and I'm going to do a little airbrushing to the hands. But yeah, he expands up to like, I think it's 12 feet or something like that. So he jumps out. So we're going to do that. But here's what they look like. I got another one I'm getting ready to work on. He will actually be in my walkway, but he's going to be designed completely different. So you can see that. And then we got a lot of these headstones. So here's one of them. You can see kind of how they look. This one, you could actually put flowers in it. So I have like 7 different ones. My yard's not very big, so it's going to look right. So yeah, they donated a lot of stuff to us. So we got like just stuff donated, from pictures that are also going to be in there. There's multiple ones of that. I'll make use of everything. Try to, at least. If not, it will see light of day tomorrow. And then Here's some more headstones right here. Got them piled up right through there. Yeah, they donated a lot. Like, people have been donating to us. Here's my chandelier that came from a yard sale. So we picked that one up for $3. It's from the old days, so we're gonna hang that in there to kind of let them know. This was also donated to us. So we have so much stuff that is gonna go into our yard hunt because people want to see Mo do something. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video, and let's go out to the front so you can see my progress so far. All right, guys, so my thing's about to go dead, so here we go. We started putting stuff out. Here was some of those pallets that I actually made in the fence, and I got more of them that are made that are going to go right up through here. So you're going to get that whole walkway. It's going to be palleted on this side, and then when you look straight ahead, it's going to have 8-foot walls. They're going to look exactly like these, but have a lot of stuff coming out, and they're going to go and kind of curve around into the walkway because I don't want nobody to get stuck into my rose bushes. And yeah, my yard's not very big, but it will be a cemetery, and we just got a lot of work to do. So yeah, we're gonna do it. It's like that. Got my witch out. She's starting to work. We got to clean up that whole back area, and then we're also gonna do something back there. So yeah, something for the kids. So yeah, we are gonna get back to the toy unboxings and toy reviews and toy hunts after Halloween's over, just in time for Christmas, in case you guys are missing that. I am just a huge Halloween fanatic, folks, so understand that. All right, guys, so I had to let the camera charge. Forgot that it was on the charger. I had so much stuff on my plate. Yeah, so the collection, my Halloween stuff is coming out okay. I mean, I tried respraying Tarman to make his clothes really, you know, look dingy and everything else like the rest of his foam and latex look, but it just didn't work out. But I mean, it's Tarman, so at night, hopefully at night he does justice. He's going to be in a cemetery, so this is what we got so far. So I'm not going to work on him no more because I'm running out of time, but yeah, he's right behind me. This is what we got going on. So yeah, that's him right there. You can tell I got my sheets of wood to build the walls. Yeah, hopefully the kids like it. We love Halloween in our house. So yeah, that's it, folks. All right. So like I said, the toy hunts, the toy unboxings will continue in November. So I've been taking some time off because I even had the whole week off for work. Whole week off. I needed a much needed vacation. So that way I'm gonna relax during Halloween. I still got some walls to build. I got those headstones, got my cemetery to put out, and a lot of things. But all right, folks, so please like, comment, subscribe, and until the next video, there's gonna be 2 parts to this video. I will film the whole thing when it's done. It won't be the greatest thing, but I mean, it's a good start. So yeah. All right, so from Mo's Torm to yours, good night, everyone.